Alright, hey guys, what's up? I'm back, and today I'm going to be addressing some Cedar Point rumors talking about Gemini's removal for a new coaster, and I'm going to tell you why removing Gemini is a bad idea and what could be removed for instead of Gemini to then make room for a new roller coaster. So I'm not opposed to Cedar Point removing stuff to add new stuff because that's what they have to do. They're landlocked. They've done it before. They did it all throughout last decade. They've had to do it for quite a while. So I'm not saying that they shouldn't remove anything. I'm saying that the Gemini itself is a bad idea to be removed. If you guys didn't know, Gemini is the #1 coaster on the chopping block right now to be removed from Cedar Point to make way for a new roller coaster. And many people say that it's because of its position. It's got Maverick, Magnum, Dragster, Steel Vengeance, all around it. And so they saying it's a great location to add another ride of that magnitude. Seeing that Gemini is 45 years old and is a little bit of a smaller ride, it'll say, oh, it just doesn't fit in there anymore. It's too old. It needs to be updated. It needs to be a new ride, bigger, better to get more people. Here's why that's not true. Because Gemini is still an incredibly popular ride for being 45 years old. It gives a great smooth ride experience, great airtime, great intensity as well. There's just some intense moments on the ride, and it's overall just still pretty smooth compared to even some of Cedar Point's newer rides. It is still a nicely smooth attraction and one that is amazing to ride. It's also great for families because it's not like top dragster level intense or anything like that. It's still great for families. The racing aspect, the dueling aspect, it's like one of only 2 dueling coasters left that I know actually duel. The other one being like Twisted Colossus. It's absolutely amazing to me that they're thinking of taking down this ride. This ride is so iconic to Cedar Point, okay, and they're going to try and take it down. Now, here's some options, because I know they're going to have to remove. Here's some options for what I think could be removed instead of Gemini. So, Gemini, great ride, great for families, good racing aspect, shouldn't be removed. What could be removed instead of Gemini? Well, there are quite a few options. Number one, they could just go with their second option on the chopping block. That is Wicked Twister. Wicked Twister is a lot more of a compact ride. It's a lot newer of a ride as well. But it's kind of that forgotten one in between like the 4 Intamins that came to the park between 2000 and 2007. Now, Wicked Twister is considered it is still technically the tallest and fastest inverted coaster in the world, but many people don't consider it that because it's not a full circuit. It's also not as popular of a ride as seeing the other 3 that were built during that time. Yeah, it doesn't have great capacity. The one time I rode it had a lot of head banging, and I like the location of it on the beach and stuff. It kind of fits with the colorings and things. It's a nice compact ride to have as well. Just takes up a small footprint. But I think that would be a better ride for them to remove, because then they could expand out to that rumored B&M Flyer Boardwalk coaster that they have been rumored to be getting for quite a while. I think they could easily take down Wicked Twister. You have plenty of space in order to expand out to that way and be able to build the B&M Flyer. Now, Wicked Twister wouldn't get torn down like Gemini would. If Gemini are to close, Wicked Twister would be relocated to another park because it is easily relocatable. It's still a popular ride. It'd be a more popular ride at other parks as well because it's unique as well. It's the only one that's got 2 spikes that twist instead of just one, because most of the Intimate Impulse coasters have one that goes straight and one that twists. This one has both of them twisting, and it's also the tallest and the fastest, so they're probably going to want to relocate it. The rumor is it's going to go to California's Great America in the next couple of years, which is fine by me. I've already gotten the credit of Wicked Twister. I can go right into Impulses other places. Great, they can get a nice addition there. That'll fit great in California's Great America. And then they could expand out to the boardwalk. That would be a better option than getting a Gemini. The one that I really want to see go over Gemini is Rougarou. And let's hear why, okay? I never rode Rougarou when it was Mantis, but I rode Rougarou when it was Rougarou. And the reason why I want Rougarou to go, because ride sucks. And other people seem to agree with me based on the lines that this ride gets, which is next to none. Plus, it's like the low tier B&M of the park. And you got Raptor, Valorade, and Gatekeeper as the other B&Ms of the park. And then you got Ruger. Like, come on, Ruger's not even that good. It's unique having a unique layout because it's been converted from a stand-up to a floorless. And it's got, but what it does, it has a great location. It has great location for great scenery for a ride. Okay, they could easily put an RMC T-Rex in there. They could easily put a Eurofighter in there. They could easily put a flyer in there too, go over the water and stuff. That would be cool. They're just not. I see that right there as a better option. Easily. If they don't remove Wicked Twister due to the flyer, I think they should remove Ruru and do it there as just another B&M conversion. Maybe they could flip the track and just do a B&M flyer on this, try and do similar to the same layout. Or they could try and do the Eurofighter. I think that would be a great option. I think that'd be a little bit different for a few other coasters I have on my chopping block. But I think either if they're going to get rid of Ruger, I think they're either going to put an RMC T-Rex in there or the B&M flyer. That's what I think they're going to put in there. The RMC T-Rex would probably be their big record breaker. Because you know it's Cedar Point. They're going to have to break some records with their next roller coaster. And the ones that I think they need to go for next are obviously the height one, 500 feet. They need to do that because they got the 200, they got 300, they got 400. They need to get 500 as well. Especially with some rumors that a 500-foot coaster is going to go to some other places like Florida. They need to get it now. And I think a T-Rex is going to be their best option to do that currently. Also, most inversions, beating the Smiler, Alton Towers. I think T-Rex would be a good option for that as well. But if they do a flyer, it will break flying coaster records. So it'd still be record breaking and it would still be great. But I think if they want to go big, they need to go big. This is a 150th anniversary coaster. They need to go big. And I think going 500 feet is the way to go. They could also break the speed record. That would be a little bit hard, I think, for them to do right now, especially since they'd probably have to turn to Intamin to do that. And they haven't had good relations with Intamin. And plus, Intamin coasters can be maintenance nightmares. Especially they're removing Wicked Twister, one of their Intamin coasters, which is a maintenance nightmare. So, moving on to my next coaster on the chopping block that I wouldn't mind seeing go, Cedar Creek Mine Ride. This is also another one that's also on a lot of other people's chopping blocks, just because it's just kind of irrelevant. Second oldest ride in the park at 52 years old. Blue Streak is the only one older at 57. Well, second oldest coaster. I don't know about ride, but coaster. And the reason why many people see this, because it's just not that popular. It's hard. It does not get any lines. It barely gets any attendance anymore. It's just kind of forgotten. Because it's not the oldest, but it's old. So you don't remember it. People don't recognize it. It's hard to see. People just don't like it. And I think that would be a good place for a Eurofighter to go. Nice compact coaster. They could have lots of inversions. That could also break the inversion record. And they could have like multi-launch, or they could have lots of twists and inversions and turns and all that great stuff. It could fit nice compact. Could have nice theming to commemorate the Cedar Creek Mine Ride as well. I think they could do that. And overall, I think it'd just be a more popular ride to put in that area, because really all they have there, it's kind of just like this medium area between like Dragster, Millennium Force, and all that. They also have Skyhawk in that area, so they could fit something in there to help bring more popularity to that area of the park, I believe. I think that'd be a good way to go for them. But another one that's been rumored on the chopping block is Corkscrew. I wouldn't mind seeing this one go. Because it wouldn't be closed. Hopefully, Mine Ride I still have to get the credit for. Corkscrew I still have to get the credit for. So these I need to get the credits for before they close down. But still, Corkscrew is pretty iconic to the park, though, being the first coaster to go upside down 3 times ever made. It's got the iconic corkscrew over the midway. Here's the thing, though, that corkscrew is now over a smoker section. So no, don't. To either take away the smoker section or take away the ride. I think they're going to want to take away the smoker section if that's possible. But this one is controversial to be removed. I know a lot of people don't like the ride anymore. It's rough and it's bumpy and they just don't like it. But it's iconic to the park. So if they got rid of it, it'd definitely be a hard decision for them to make. But I think it'd be an easier one for them to make over Gemini, which is still very popular and still a good ride, over Corkscrew, which isn't a good ride, but still pretty iconic to the park. And finally, I think this is my last one. Well, I'm going to talk about the Iron Dragon. Now, this is the other one I don't have the credit for yet, and I plan to get it in the fall. I plan to get all these in September when I go. All 3 of these when I go in September. The Iron Dragon is another one that's been considered because of all the Aero suspended coasters, the old Bat, Big Bad Wolf, all these that have been removed of the same caliber. Iron Dragon, though, is still a pretty popular ride among people that just aren't into the bigger roller coasters or for little kids. It's up, but it's also got a great scenery. So they could easily do a B&M flyer here as well over the water. That would be really cool. It's got great location next to Topical Dragster. Honestly, though, for me, I wouldn't. This is not a popular option for them either. I think it's just right underneath Gemini for old coasters that they shouldn't remove and then go Blue Streak after that. They're not removing Blue Streak, though. It's their oldest roller coaster. A lot of people seem like that. I hate it. It's a rough ride, but, you know, I'm not going to ride it again, so whatever. Cool. I just don't think Iron Dragon would be a popular move, but I could see why they'd remove it, seeing all the Arrow suspended coasters are getting removed now. And either they can't find the parts or it just becomes not as popular. There's only a few of them left, though, so it could be a little bit iconic for that stance. And then finally, I don't know if I have any more on my list. I should touch on Magnum. Magnum has also been on the chopping block for a little while. Magnum is just, I think, kind of the same boat as like Blue Streak or Corkscrew. It's way too iconic for them to remove because it's not going to go to any other park. It's going to be torn down for good. It's the first coaster to go over 200 feet. It's an ACE coaster landmark. In my opinion, it still gives great rides. In my opinion. So I think it would be an absolute travesty for them to remove it. And I don't see this happening. It's pretty low on the chopping block. So it's not like it's high up like Gemini or anything. But I just don't see them removing this at all. But I mean, that's pretty much all my speculations that I have for coasters that they could remove besides Gemini and what they might get. So I mean, what they're going to get, they're going to either get, I think they should get a Eurofighter. They're going to get a B&M Flyer. RMC T-Rex, and they're going to break something. They're going to break the 500-foot record, 500-foot barrier. They're going to break up speed record, a inversion record. They're going to break individual records for the special kind of coaster, something like that. And either they're going to rip down Gemini's on the chopping block, which I hate. Wicked Twister's on the chopping block, which is fine. Ruger is not on the chopping block, and I want it to be. Cedar Creek Mine Ride's on the chopping block. Corkscrew's on the chopping block. Even you could throw in Magnum and Iron Dragon into that boat as well. I also wouldn't mind seeing Blue Streak go, but it's not going to go anywhere. We know that. But that's pretty much my speculations. Now, I'm going to Cedar Point over Labor Day weekend in September. So there will be a vlog coming about that. Hopefully there'll be a vlog. But what I will get to do is get those final 3 credits so that in case Mine Ride or Corkscrew or Iron Dragon do get closed and torn down between this season and next, make way for a new ride, I'll have gotten the credits and it'll be okay. And also I'll get to see if there's actually any construction going on in that area, in that vicinity, in any vicinity at all, any rumors or anything, or something may be announced. It's mid-July. It could be something between now and then that gets announced and something will happen. So we just have to find out. And I can't wait to investigate that. I want to hear your guys' though. Right now, I want to hear your guys' speculations down in the comment section below. What do you think should be removed? Why do you think it should be removed? And why do you think something shouldn't be removed? Why shouldn't Ruger be removed? Or why shouldn't Gemini be removed? Or why should Gemini be removed? I want to hear all those in the comment section down below. So until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.